Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic, and today we're back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. In this one we're going to be taking a look at the DA62X improvement mod again. I do have a livery and a couple of extra mods. I will link all of them in the description down below. And look at this. This livery is really good. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot, and it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. Just doing an external inspection. Very detailed. I like this. I really do. So, back on the inside, I have the G1000 mod and the MD302X. The MD302X is for this. Basically, what it's going to do is, this unit right here, it's going to be powered on for 1 minute after you shut down, and it's going to turn on automatically if you're flying above a certain speed, if you're moving above a certain speed. And if you run out of battery power, this will have an internal battery of 1 hour. Really nice. This improvement mod, it adds a FDAC, which basically controls the manifold pressure, the injected fuel quantity, the propeller speed, all based on the power setting you have. The engine performance has been tweaked, as well as the fuel flow, oil temperature, coolant, pretty much everything. The flight model has been improved. There's a really nice improvement on the turn-in radius. The anti-ice was completely redone. If you're familiar with the A32X project, this is very familiar to that. They're basically improving the aircraft. Really improving. The lighting should be better as well, and now the engine will overheat and it will fail if you push it too hard. And we are here at LFHU, Lima Foxtrot Hotel Uniform. Let's bring up the map as I usually do. And I do have the weather on live today. We do have a checklist, which is pretty good. And you can check the items one by one. I believe by the time you watch this video, the Xbox version will have released. I assume you're gonna have a checklist. Maybe not on this mod. I'm not sure if it's gonna be available for the Xbox. But for the other aircrafts, you should have it. If you're not sure where something is, just click this button. Pitot is right here. Battery, electric master. Very straightforward. And I just opened up the pre-flight, but we have all of these. They are all working. As you can see, everything's looking good. Okay, let's turn this on. Fuel should be right here. Let's leave you both on. Let's keep looking. Pitot will be off for now. Avionics off. Fuel pumps are off. Left engine master will be turning on in a bit. We do have left glow on, looking good. Parking brake is on. Engine is alive. 700 RPM, good. Looking good. Coolant temp. And I do have the G1000 mod, so I will have a link for it as well in my description down below. As you can see, it really improves the experience. Now let's do the same for the right engine. And let's turn on the strobe, which we should have by now. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything about this mod. And by not following the checklist as I usually do, I completely forgot about this, sorry. Okay. Right alternator, it should be on. Oh, it's not on yet. Big brain. Big brain. Sorry about that. There we have it. Both engines are on. Rudder is working. All the control surfaces should be functional. So let's have a look. Ailerons. Rudder. Everything's looking very functional. Back on the inside. Let's move this to crossfeed for a bit. Avionics coming on. And I guess we can taxi out of here. I'm not going to be using the ADC this time. Just want to show the turn-in radius. Look at this. You don't even need pushback. Super handy. And this is a really nice area to fly around in. I do say this pretty often, but there are many places that are very fun to fly around in. And let's hold short for a bit. Fuel pumps. You both go on. Looking good. Flaps for takeoff. The temperature is rising. Okay. Looking okay. Okay, so both fuel pumps, taxi light coming off, landing light coming on. The anti-ice is functional, and if you want to refill this, there's a way, but you gotta be on the ground, engine off, park and brake on, and that's really nice. And you can also do the Ecu Test, as you can see. The annunciator, it's working, it's functional. Pitot warning. Okay, moving back. And let's get the barrel just right. There we go. Line up with the runway. Looking good. So, landing lights, position, strobe. Fuel pumps. Fuel on. Okay. Flaps for takeoff. I'm gonna say we're looking good. Let's just synchronize the heading and the altitude, which should be... That's a good question. There we go. That's why I wasn't finding it. I'm gonna leave it on 8,000. The sad thing is, I was flying this earlier and I actually tested the autopilot. So the fact I could not locate the altitude is funny, to say the least. And as you can see, this is a very, very nice takeoff. Very, very nice indeed. Landing gear up. The fly-in is very, very smooth. Let's trim this. We are flying with live weather. Flaps coming up. Look at this beautiful scenery. Every day is a beautiful day to be flying. I love this, I really, really do. We're gonna be doing a smooth left turn here. Just a tiny left turn. And there we go. I guess we can turn off both fuel pumps. And we can turn on the cross feed. There we go. Autopilot is still off. Everything's looking good. The fuel flow and yeah, fuel quantity. Yep. Okay, let's synchronize the heading and let's get ready so we can finally turn on the autopilot. So, this on the left of your GPS on the MFD is your autopilot. So, autopilot command on. It's gonna hold it for us right there. And we're gonna set it for 11,000. And we're gonna set the heading. Okay, heading and altitude 9,000. And let's go FLC. Actually, let's do vertical speed. It's gonna be easier this way. We can do 1,000 feet per minute. It's gonna work just fine. Actually, 10,000. There we go. Back here, let's take a look at the map. It's not looking bad, it's looking okay. Let's keep it like this. Terrain, topo. For some reason we cannot deactivate the terrain. So we can have topo and we can have next red. Next red is gonna be for the weather. Which I'm actually a little bit surprised it didn't show anything considering we have this. Very, very surprised. We are coming up to 10,000 feet. Looking good. A little bit shaky. This is the power you kinda want. if you want to check your checklist, up here we have cruise. Power lever up to 95%. And that's what we have up here. If you have any kind of doubts, just check your checklist. It's all in here. It was very, very well done. And even the gears and fire test, it works. Look at this. Very, very nice. See? We're now testing the de-ice. There we have the Sanctuary Notre Dame that was slit. Let's see if we can take a look from up here. We can. We most definitely can. Nice. It's probably a nice destination if you take off using a helicopter. You're gonna be taking off from back there, and this might be a nice destination. You can land your helicopter there. Now let's move a little bit to the right. We are at, let's do 220. And when you're moving your heading, you can see the one you selected right here. Very, very straightforward. Very smooth. This is a really good mod. It really drastically improves the default Diamond 62. And they do have, like, the developer does have a version for the Diamond 40. At least I believe it's the Diamond 40. And it looks like we have company. Nice. Do we have visual? We do not, I think. Or do we? Can I see on the... I can, okay, so... Following this river on this area. Either down low or up high. And I don't see anything. I don't see anything. But it's fine. It's okay. We have a beautiful scenery on the other side. Now let's turn left, I believe. It would be a good idea. 180. I'm just showing the autopilot is smooth. It's working pretty well. And now let's start a descent. Let's just get the heading just right. And we're gonna descend to 8,000. Yeah, if your camera is shaking, just zoom in. When you zoom in, it kinda stabilizes itself. So 8,000, and I'm gonna be doing, let me see, FOC 162, and I'm gonna pull the throttle back. Let's turn a little bit to the right, just to be safe. And we can pull the throttle a bit further. 74.3, okay. No, I do not have a flight plan in mind. I'm just flying and showing it works. FLC, it's holding our airspeed. I just pulled the throttle back and we are descending to 8,000. Let's pull back way more so you can see how well it works, how well it maintains our speed. It's working pretty well. Increasing the throttle again. And you can see it's fighting to maintain 162. And if we go all the way to idle, we're gonna get a caution check gear. Yeah. But the airplane will fight to maintain... Actually, it disengaged. Big brain. There we go. We are approaching 8,000. And we can increase the throttle again. And the number you want to keep an eye out on is this one. 95 is the magic number. Outside this, you want to keep an eye on the temperatures. You have oil temperature here, oil pressure, coolant. Here you have your gearbox. Here you have the fuel calculations. How many gallons you have, how far can you go, like the range in nautical miles, how many hours you have. Very, very useful. And now taking the autopilot off, we can hand fly this. Very smooth. And the developer does mention you should consider using the default sensitivity curve. And I gotta say it works pretty well with the default. Sometimes you have to tweak it because the aircraft you're flying is way too sensitive. It does tend to happen in this sim. Some aircrafts are just way too sensitive. This one, you just gotta keep it on default and it's gonna work wonders. This is what the lighting looks like. It's looking pretty good. And the inside, you have your flashlight. If you're on PC, it's Alt L. If you're not on PC, I'm sorry, I have no clue what it is for the console. So, how do I turn this? Auxiliary power. There it is. This is for the back. There we go. I knew there was a way. I knew I had done this before, so this is what the interior lighting looks like, and the exterior. And on the exterior, you can see that the lights on the inside are turned on. Overall, this is a really nice aircraft. It's an awesome default aircraft. It's an awesome mod for the default aircraft. And I'll have a link for all of the mods in the description down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot. And it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. And wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, fly safe, bye bye.